What's up everybody, Kinetic here, and welcome to Dragoborne, Rise to Supremacy. This is a brand new TCG that I showed off in the last video, in the tour of card shops here in Japan. I've picked up a few of the trial decks, which I will be showing off in this video. I'll also be doing a kind of a quick introduction to the origin of the game, what it's about, a little bit about how it's played, while also showing off the cards. If you want more information and to find out like where maybe some shops are, some events and stuff like that are carrying and playing Dragoborne, check the links in the description of this video. There will be a wealth of information well beyond what I will be talking about in this video. One of the things that attracted me to Dragoborne is the mechanics of the game, and also I really like the art style. It's a mixture of kind of Eastern and Western art styles. Not quite Pokemon, not quite Magic the Gathering, somewhere in the middle there. So far I think that it's got a lot of potential, and I like what I'm seeing from this game. If you want to check the main link that will take you to the website, it will show you, for example, the lore, give you a taste of what the main story is about, kind of introduce you to the mechanics, the cards, characters, and stuff like that. Also, definitely recommend checking out the product line, as it will show you what's been released so far and what is to come. For example, in the very beginning, they put out a booster pack, Volume 1 Rally 2 War, which came out August 17th of 2017. At the same time, they also released some of the trial decks, the Shadow Legion, which is what I will be showing off in this video. They also came out with Mystical Hunters and also the Alpha Dominance trial decks. After that, there was Oath of Blood, which came out November of 2017, not all that long ago, and coming up really soon on, there we go, March 2nd, 2018, the Gears of Apocalypse, as well as a brand new Nature's Wrath trial deck, which will be coming out on March 2nd. Also, I think around the same time, as Oath of Blood, they came out with Reaper's Gift. I will be showing off that in its own separate video. As I said earlier, one of the things that stood out to me about Dragoborne is the way that the game is played. You have your own hands, you have your own attackers and defender creature cards, spells and stuff like that, what you might expect from a typical TCG, but rather than using your creatures and spells to attack your opponent's health pool, what you do instead is you attack their forts, and once all of the opponent's forts are destroyed, then you win the game. This video right here is just a demonstration of two of the players breaking down the game, how it's played, the turn sequence and stuff like that. There will also be a link to that in the description of the video. Definitely check that out once you've seen maybe a couple of their introductory videos talking about the cards and stuff like that. Some of that stuff I'll be going over here in the video, but once again, for more information and to really understand how the game is played, if you have no idea, definitely check those videos and those links. Let's get started. Alright, so here we are from the Yellow Submarine shop that I showed you guys here in Japan. I picked up 3 of the trial decks, Volume 1, Volume 3, and Volume 4. I'm thinking about getting Volume 2 as well. These are just the 3 that kind of attracted me, and also happened to be a better price. For some reason, Volume 2, I'm not sure why, at that store was overpriced in my opinion compared to buying it offline. But I did get these. They look very cool, and I also got a free pre-release card as well while I was there, which was quite cool. Nice foil card. The Caretaker, very, very nice. Again, the art is something that really attracted me to picking up Dragoborne. It just fits kind of my tastes. I mean, I don't mind, for example, the Pokemons and the Yu-Gi-Ohs and stuff like that. They're quite cool too. Magic the Gathering, of course, is a favorite of mine, but this is a really nice kind of mix of the two. So let's go ahead and we'll pop open this trial pack and get a look at what's inside. Alright, so I got the seal broken there. We'll go ahead and flip it to the other side. It tells you exactly like what's inside of here. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let me zoom in so you guys can see even better. There we go. I think that's good. Cool, so as you can see from the packaging, up at the top we have 3 of these dice, and the dice play a pretty important role in doing all sorts of different things that will interact with the cards, provide attack boosts for your creatures, for example, shields for your forts, and stuff like that. Inside of Trial Deck Volume 1 here, it says down at the bottom, we have 53 cards, 3 dice, a rule sheet, and a playmat included, so that's pretty cool. The playmat is what you guys saw from that that demonstration video, what the cards were sitting on. The packaging is pretty nice, pretty simple, nothing special. It does not seem, yeah, of course it didn't say so, but it doesn't seem like any of this packaging can actually become, for example, its own little storage box or anything like that. But we've got our rulebook, and then this on the back would be the playmat inside here. That's pretty cool. All right, so this is the meat and potatoes, I suppose you could say, of what's inside the trial package. So there is our 3 dice, and these represent also the colors of the resource that we will play while playing our cards, casting, and stuff like that. As you might expect, there are different colored cards, and they require different color resource. You can see, like, there's yellow here, for example. So from the top card, you can see here we've got a pretty high rarity. It's I think this is the rarity anyway. The 4 dots there at the bottom represent the rarity of the card, and definitely you can see, I think already, that this is a nice foil version of Lady Valistra, Bloodlines Tormented, a 6 cost, and down here that's the cost, right, for the resources. Down here in the bottom left, it's 5 attack and 5 endurance, or 5 health, whichever you want to say. And of course we've got some text abilities and stuff like that. One of the interesting things is these can be set as the creature cards anyway can be set as attackers and defenders, of course, but they can also act as a resource. So if this is played as a resource, then this represents the resource that it provides, which is pretty cool. But look at the art on these; it's really nice. I'm really digging the art style, and that is a sweet card. We've actually got 2 of them too, one foil and one standard version of the card. All right, that's pretty cool. Moving on, we've got another foil. This would be Bountiful Angel, another creature, 3 cost, 3/3. That's pretty cool. And we've got a basic version underneath that. Again, look at the art on these cards. I also meant to point out the quality as well here in the videos. Talking about the card quality, seems nice when you line it up, stacked together like that. Feels nice. They're not too hard, not too soft. And as you can see, there's a really nice shine to the cards. The quality of the cards seems like it's quite up there. I like that. So we got 4 of these guys. The Gold Leaf Hunter. That's cool. What's up next? We got the Sun Scale Sage. Another 3 cost. He's a 3/4. No special abilities, but he's got a pretty good amount of health to make up for it. We got 4 of those bad boys. What's up next? We got Althane's Blessing. This is a spell, actually, a 1 cost spell, and it says down there at the bottom, choose a creature and it gets +2/+2 for this turn. Okay, cool. And there's also dice numbers that can affect also what this card does. I don't know if I can get that to focus on this text here, but if your dice rolled that turn is from 1 to 3, choose up to 2 creatures instead to receive that buff, or 4 to 6, you draw a card, or you may draw a card. Cool. So there's 4 of those, like that. Got ourselves another foil. I have a feeling like even if you don't pick up the trial decks, like to get started here with Dragoborne, the trial decks will be nice to go after still, because even if you you know, may have, for example, a normal version of this, maybe instead you want a foil version, because the foil versions are really beautiful. Raven Battlefield Shrieker, 3 cost, 3/2 with a special ability. Now down here on the bottom it says ambush. This is one of the kind of traps that you can set to defend your fort if you decide to play it as an ambush trap. And it says here you may pay 2 to play this card from your hand face down at one of your forts. And it says, when a creature at this fort is destroyed during your opponent's turn, if this card is an ambush, you may summon this creature and deal 2 to all opposing creatures. Okay, cool. So you can either play it from your hand, or if it's set up as an ambush, then that is the effect that it provides. So yeah, cool. We got a really nice card there, I think. Beautiful art, and I'm really liking the foil versions as well. Next up, we've got Goblin Madcap. This is a creature, 1/1/1. Cool, cool. These cheap cards, or low cost, I should say, cards here will be great for just kind of taking jabs at your opponent's fort or their shield to bring that down, rather than using the stronger creatures, I think. Wow, look at that. That's a really cool pose for this card. The Blade Dance Rogue. She's a 2/3/2 red. No foil this time, but we've got 4 of that. Looks pretty cool. Pyroblast. Okay, I remember seeing this in the demonstration video. This is a spell, a fire spell, and can also be set up as an ambush. You may pay 2 to play this card if it's set up as an ambush. When the fort is attacked, if this card is an ambush, you may choose a fort, an opponent's fort that is, and, well, I suppose you could choose your own fort. Why not? Maybe there's some way that it could trigger something. And deal X damage to all creatures at that fort, where X is the value of your red dice. So again, every turn you will roll your dice, and of course you're likely to get a different number from that, and whatever the number is that turn represents how much damage then this will do to the fort that it attacks. That's pretty sweet. Next up, we've got Goblin what? Toe Stabber. Ah, that's not nice. Stabbing toes, that's a cheap move, man. But that's a goblin? Man, he looks really badass for a goblin. Looks more like an orc almost, with his armor and weapons and stuff like that. Really, really cool looking goblin. I like that. Got 2 of him. Another foil coming up here. We've got Undying Executioner. Looks really, really nice as a foil. Got 1 foil and 1 normal. Next up, we've got Cavalier Nosferatu. Very, very nice. Oh man, this is not a foil? Ah, we got 2 of them, but now I'm starting to feel a little bit entitled. I don't know. I kind of wish this was a foil too. This would be beautiful as a foil card. A 3 cost 2/3 with an ability. Cool, cool. Next up, we've got the Crowd Surfer. Nice. As a fan of heavy metal music, I can appreciate that. That is pretty sweet. Got one foil and 3 normal versions of that. Uh-oh, what's this? Death Metal Rodder. That's awesome. A 4 cost 5/4 with no special ability. Got 2 of those guys. Next up, Carbuncle's Imp. This one is definitely a foil. A 1 cost 1/1. And we got 4 of him. Again, I really like the art style for this game. I think that's going to help it appeal with the way it's kind of walking the middle ground between kind of Eastern and Western art styles. I think it's going to help it to appeal to both crowds, at least in my opinion anyway. Let's see, we've got Wandering Apparition. This is another 1 cost 1/1 with an ability. When this creature is blocked by I guess that's a fort or an enemy, it gets +2 for this turn. Well, forts can't attack, so it would have to be a creature then, wouldn't it? At least I don't think forts can attack. Not that I've seen from any gameplay. We got 4 of her. No foil version, but still beautiful card, beautiful art. Death Trap. This is definitely a spell. We can see that for sure. It can also be set up as an ambush. Let's see, what does it say there? When this fort is attacked, if this card is an ambush, you may choose an attacking creature and destroy it. Wow, that is certainly a death trap then. Well named indeed. Adrast's Disdain. That's a beautiful card there too. No foil? Ah, sad face. That would have been a nice card as a foil as well. This is a spell, and it says here, choose a target, I guess, creature and destroy it. And if you have 4 to 6, if a creature was destroyed with this effect, you may choose a creature and destroy it. Wow, that is nuts. So you can get like a double kill out of this card. That would be really, really sweet to see in action. And then at the end we have the banner cards, and these represent also the resources. Looks like we got another one here. Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this, I think they even sell like some, speaking of like storage boxes, I've seen Alluring Temptress storage boxes online. That's nice. 4 cost 3/3 with Deadly. It says here, when this creature deals damage to a creature, destroy that creature. Yeah, okay, cool. Very, very nice. So it seems like we got a good number of cards. I imagine that these will play great as starter decks for people that are new to the game. Lots of really cool foil cards as well that make these, I think, fun to collect, even if you don't necessarily want the deck as a trial or starter deck. Then you can just pick out the cards that you want, add them to your own deck, and play. That's really, really sweet. All right, cool. Next up, what I'm going to do is we're going to pop open a couple of booster packs, actually, and let's see what the booster packs contain. So I got 2 of these. This is from the Oath of Blood. This is the 2nd volume boosters that came out in November, and it says, where does it say? It says something somewhere on the back. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 8 cards per pack, it says there. Nice. All right, so go ahead and we will get this popped open. Oh, that's right. I can see there's like a little kind of crimp right there. We can make it easier on us to go ahead and get the pack open. I still like opening up my packs, though. I suppose the more traditional way, even if it is a little bit more difficult. I like that. There we go. There we go. Let's just get it open from the back right there. Spread it wide open. Let me in. All right. So what do we got here? First card, we've got a Dread Gravekeeper. Hold on, my focus isn't behaving here. The Dread Gravekeeper is a 4 cost 3/5, and it has Siphon. Choose a cost X or less creature from your discard pile, aka graveyard, and put it on the top of your deck. If you siphoned a red die for this ability cost, this creature gets +1/+0 for this turn. Ah, wow, look at that. That dude looks badass. He's holding a coffin and everything. Really like that. That looks cool. Next up, let's see. We've got Back from the Grave. Very death themed so far in this booster pack. A 4 cost spell. As part of the cost to play the spell, siphon black X. Choose a cost X or less creature from your discard pile and summon it. Oh, I like that. I really like graveyard or discard pile kind of mechanics, bringing things back from the dead. That's always fun. A blue card this time, Vessel of the End. This is a 4 cost 3/3 with an ability. It's pretty lengthy. I think I'll just leave it at that. Let's see. What are the rarities so far with these cards? If I'm right, that is anyway. Again the dots here representing, or the number of them at the bottom representing the rarity. Then we've got 3 commons, and then this means that this is an uncommon. Fender Bender. Look at him shredding, dude. Oh my god. Dimebag, is that you? Back from the dead? A 2 cost 2/2. When this creature is... I can't see the icon. You may change the value of one of your dice to match one of your other black dice? Whoa. Or change the value of one of your black dice to match one of your other dice. Ooh, that is very interesting. The number on the dice and what it affects, the value on the dice, the number when it's rolled each turn, often seems to mainly interact with cards that specifically deal with those values. So it doesn't look like this actually benefits from what the number is. What all it does is it modifies that number, which I can see working pretty well in some kind of combos with other cards, for example, a spell or something like that that would use the value of that dice or some other dice. Next up, we got another uncommon mechanized rubber walker creature 4/4/4. He has the siphon ability also as well. Cannot be blocked by creatures of the same color as the die siphoned for this ability's cost this turn. Nice. Oh, we're moving up now. We've got what is that? A rare? A 3 at the bottom representing rares probably. Dark Forge Battlesmith, a red 4/3/3, and he has all kinds of crazy stuff down there in the text. I don't think I'm gonna read all that. Sorry. Vainglory Incarnate, man, that is one badass looking dude with a huge freaking club. A 6 cost 6/6. Very nice. Lots of text down there at the bottom. What does that say? When this creature attacks, if your opponent has 6 or more cards in their resource zone, you may choose a red or black resource and destroy it. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's a destroyer. And then finally in the back, dang, what is that? That's like a mythic, an epic. What I'm not familiar with what the rarity names are in Dragoborne. Eldrin, Lord of the Blaze. That is a pretty sweet card. It's a 5 cost, 5/5 with all kinds of crazy stuff down there that is based off of the roll of the dice that turn. That's a sweet looking card. All right, cool. So that's pack number 1. Go ahead and we will get pack number 2 opened up here. All right, so our first card here, we have a very gorgeous looking character. Vivacious Vampire. Oh man, that is one sweet looking vampire. I like that. I like her outfit too. That's really sweet. It is an 8 cost. Man, I think that's actually the highest that I've seen. And this is a common. Dang. So it's an 8 cost 5/5, and it looks like it can be set up as an ambush card. Very, very cool looking. Skiving Troop, a 1 cost 1/2, pretty simple, pretty basic red goblin creature card here that we have. All right, next up, Titanic Force. This is a spell, a red spell with that can also be set up as an ambush. It says here, ambush. When this fort is attacked and this card is an ambush, choose a creature and it deals damage to itself equal to its attack. Oh man, that's nasty. That's nasty. Why are you hitting yourself? A green 2/1/3 creature, augmented sniper. Yeah, he definitely is augmented. Got a little cyberpunk action going on here. It seems with this one. He's got a siphon ability as well. Another common. We have a 2 cost spell, Supreme Judgment. That is nice looking. So this is a 5 cost 5/3. When your other creature is summoned, choose up to 1 yellow creatures and up to 1 green creature and deal 2 damage to them. Okay, so kind of similar to that, except just not flat out destroying them. That's pretty cool looking. I like that. Taurisian Arsonist. All right, cool. That was, yeah, I think that was our first uncommon too, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. All right, next card we've got Supreme Power. Another gorgeous looking card. I really like the art on these. I really can't say that enough, can I? This would be a spell, right? So choose a creature and destroy it. Okay, yeah. So, oh, I see. This icon clearly represents a arrested card. So if your opponent has a arrested card, it attacked the previous turn. In other words, then you can use this and just flat out destroy them, punish them. I like it. And then at the end here, our last card, we've got a green creature, 5 cost, 5/5, Gravos, Lord of the Loom, I think is how you would pronounce that. It's like a forest and a dragon combined. That's really wicked looking. And it's got all kinds of crazy stuff at the bottom. 1 to 4 dice. At the end of your turn, stand, I guess. Yeah, stand instead of rest. All of your creatures with 6 or more EDR. That would be Endurance, Auto, option number 2, 3 to 6. The first one was 1 to 4, the next one is 3 to 6. When this creature is summoned, all of your creatures get +5 endurance for this turn. Wow. And then there's a third and final one. When this creature attacks, all of your creatures get +1 attack this turn. Man, yeah, that is a beefy card right there for sure. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about these booster packs. There's definitely some cool cards inside, and I think for the first couple of games that I play, as I'm going through here with Dragoborne using the trial decks, me and Kanako, we will test these out and just try them out as they are, and maybe I'll give you guys an update video as far as like how I feel about how the game plays, how the cards feel, the trial decks as they are in their vanilla form, and then talk about perhaps the cards that I'm inserting in later and stuff like that and how they feel. But yeah, in the meantime, and before I get to the next trial deck in the next video, I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Click the like button to support Dragoborne here on the channel, and also more TCGs coming up, all kinds, Magic the Gathering. I'm going to be talking about Vanguard, Force of Will, all kinds of games, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.